then also you've also got uh drug allegations as well need to come out in boxing as
Oh,
well.
with the kind of Benting or
Yeah,
something totally
yeah,
different.
yeah. He still hasn't answered questions, has he?
Yeah.
He still hasn't answered questions. He's still.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out if he's what's gonna happen with him when it comes to like in boxing completely. Is he gonna be able to box everywhere? Or is he only gonna be able to box in places like Saudi Arabia, stuff like that? And there's other, you know, I was watching a program the other day, and a boxer was on there, and he was saying that what kind of Ben's been done for. Most boxers have taken what he's taken. So it's just a normal thing. It's nothing different.
That's it.
So, which is it dirties or tarnishes, let's use the right terminology. It tarnishes the sports, combat sports in its entirety, not just boxing, but we know, unfortunately, we've got drug cheats out there. Now, in the 80s and stuff, it was none, we can see, we can look at people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see what it do. And obviously boxing being a lot longer established sport, started cleaning things up. But they can only clean things up to a certain point because we have doctors out here. And these doctors work for these people who test, and then this is what science does, isn't it? They find ways to cheat. This is what some people are just a weak, Other people they have people who are bad around them, and they tell them, if you want to be successful, you've got to inject this into your ass or wherever you want to do it to get, bigger, stronger, better, whatever.
Yeah.
This is it, but we need to have the honest conversation about it, man. We need to have the honest conversation at 90. Let's go 85% of these athletes are using some form of performance-enhancing drugs.
That's 100% of it. That's what more than that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Especially in combat sports as well.
Yes.
Not just boxing. We know that it's been in all different sports as well, boxing, mixed martial arts, all of it. It's best. But
who's the poster boy for it? Who was the original poster boy for it even? Armstrong, right?
Yeah, Armstrong, I was just about to say, yeah.
That's it. I know.
John Jones is now the poster boy for it.
Yeah, John Jones, yeah. And he's good, but you're right. John Jones, 100%.
And prior to that, if we're staying in mixed martial arts, you've got Tito and not Tito Ortiz. He's been busted as well, but not necessarily him. You can see his face, the Brazilian gentleman. Oh gosh, and he came on the scene real young. He signed to one championship for a bit. Vitor Belfort. I can't believe I forgot his damn name.
Vitor Belfort, yeah.
And for those who don't know, who may have thought I want to listen to this just for the foosball element of it, type in TRT Vitor Belfort and you'll see a before and after. It's an unfortunate part of the sport which was able to for people to cheat, in essence, at its most dangerous and highest levels, where people are putting their bodies on the line. BTE is no joke. It is no damn joke. And for our pleasure, we will watch in a ring or in a cage or in a circle with a cage around it. Yeah, however the configuration is, two combatants punch the F out of each other. And if it's mixed martial arts, they will knee, they will elbow. And this is for our entertainment, guys. Our entertainment.
Exactly.
And only if you're a boxer at the highest level will you be recompensed anywhere near to what you should be. Otherwise, you're gonna make anywhere from £1,000 as a journeyman boxer, sometimes even less than that. And if you're talking mixed martial arts and you're in a larger promotion, I think the lowest now in the UFC is 16 and 16. Like, this is silly money, huh?
Yeah, it's
Joke.
crazy. It's
That's a
crazy.
joke.
And I think last year, I think 2022 would have had how many people? 6 people for doping in the UFC.
But they don't have to necessarily divulge all of the people.
Oh, well, it's like
Mm.
you're right, because and also I've noticed that some of them only have had like 6 month ban, like a
Yes.
6 month
Yes.
ban, 1 year suspension. Yeah, that's all it is. It's nothing. Yeah, it's never big.
And the biggest story in this at the moment would be Conor McGregor, who had a nasty leg break and he's
Oh,
clearly juiced to the gills. He's probably about almost 200 flipping pounds and a lot of that's muscle. And he's been taken. People started to question, Conor McGregor looks very juicy. Is he on something? And there was some back and forth, and then he said, "Well, look, I've had a serious flipping injury, man. Of course I'm on something. It's flipping medically approved." And then all of a sudden, he came off the rankings of the UFC, and then they said, "Yeah. I mean, I don't know everything, but yeah, it's approved whatever he's taking, and it was a nasty break.
yeah,
So
it's
if you're a
crazy.
star."
Yeah.
They will allow you to do
Yeah.
what's
But
necessary.
that's it. Didn't
That,
they say? Didn't they say, like you said, the boxing and that, man? They said they mentioned, because someone mentioned a lot of them are on it, and someone's been controversial. I think it was a few weeks back. And there's a lot of them are taking it, whatever, and you'll be surprised, whatever.
yeah,
So there could be some champions there.
there's people who have said they've taken it. There's there's boxers who we all know of, who have like went more or less been like world champions and then all of a sudden lost their title in shock fights, and it's because certain bad substances when you go from the UK to America,
Mm.
America check it so you can't take it.
But when it's funny as well when we talk about this as well, because I know example is a Conor Ben and this and that. Didn't Canelo got done for something before?
Yeah. Steroids.
Didn't there was
He said
Oscar
it was.
Valdez? Yeah,
He said it was horse meat in it because
Yeah,
down in Mexico they give
yeah,
feed them steroids and all
yeah.
this stuff.
And
Yeah.
wasn't
So.
Tyson Fury as well? Did they do something as well? Tyson Fury,
Mm.
but they don't. You see these like cover, and there's a guy called Oscar Valdez.
yeah,
He's fighting
Tyson.
Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur said, I'll fight him even if he's on juice, I'll fight him and he beat him up anyway.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was another one they were talking about him. He's juiced up as well.
yeah,
Another Mexican fighter, another one. Yeah, there's a
it, it
lot.
it sets a dangerous precedent because people, I mean, people have died. People have died in combat
Yeah,
sports, man.
yeah.
Multiple people.
Mm,
A lot of the times it's in smaller promotions, but I
mm,
mean, I think was it 2009, 18, possibly. I think a fighter died in one championship.
yeah.
So it's like, it's tricky, man. It's very, and then this weight cutting malarkey,
Yeah,
Oh,
sanctioned cheating.
yeah, yeah.
That's a madness. You should be like, Blakey, how much you weigh? Oh, all right, then that's the weight you're fighting.
yeah,
If you wanna,
Exactly.
if you wanna eat more and
yeah.
move up in weight,
Mm,
oh, I tell you what, I don't want to be too like on the ball, right? So I'll let you lose no more than 20 pounds
mm,
Mm,
yeah.
at the very, very most. And you have to do that safely over a certain period of time, like a month period, for instance.
Mm.
All this, I'm hearing people losing 40 pounds in like 3 days.
4 days, yeah, it's
That's a
crazy.
joke.
Yeah,
That's a joke. You see, it's ridiculous. I was gonna say something as well because you mentioned 2023. What about these so-called fights? Is it the Tyson and Tyson Fury and Usyk supposed to fight?
Yeah, they are supposed to fight. You're correct. You're
And
correct.
well, I don't know what's going on with this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I don't know. What's
I
going
don't
on with
think
that
they're
fight.
never going to fight for now.
Yeah.
They're
That's,
gonna fight.
isn't that management? That's their.
Yes, yeah.
They always
management is always. I think they want to fight, but it's like you said, management, the money and everything. You know, so you've got them supposed to be coming up. I'm sure there's another one as well supposed to come up as well. Another fight.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be like, especially the lightweight division, like Devin Haney. I know Shakur Stevenson's gone there as well. You got Javante Davis. You got this Ryan Garcia and that. All in the same category.
What about
So,
Tiafimo?
He's a weird one, you know, because he was in that category. But when he lost to Lavich, well, he beat Lavich and he lost to what's the Australian guy beat? Devin Haney beat up. What's his name? I forgot his name. What's the Australian guy? He beat him, and then he moved up a weight. It was like he was supposed to fight Devin Haney. They were always arguing with each other, and he's moved up.
Yeah,
so I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. You're in that division where, look at them, Shakur Stevenson's moved up on that weight as well. You know, you thought there's big fights there, but some people are trying to avoid them. Kambosos beat him. Beat him.
Didn't he come back and beat him though?
Oh, no, because what happened? Kambosos beat Lopez, because Lopez is Lomachenko. Kambosos took the title off him. So then he went to fight Devin Haney, and then him and Devin Haney fight twice. And he lost to Devin Haney twice. But you would have thought Lopez would have stayed in that division, but he moved up to avoid. I don't know what's going on, but you know, like everyone was talking about Lomachenko, and he took the title, and I thought fair play. So it's going to be open now, and he hasn't fought anybody after Kambosos.
And Davis,
Javante Davis as well.
Javante Davis,
that, innit? Yeah, he's moved into that now.
He's supposed to fight Garcia, innit?
Garcia, he's another one. Like everyone talks about him, but
yeah, but I don't know if you've heard. Did you know that he got arrested, Davis?
I've seen something today.
Yeah,
I read something.
He's supposed to be in custody. He got arrested for domestic violence. So
that's mad. It's like they're trying to avoid the fight. Yeah. They're just trying to avoid it, man. They know that he might beat the Golden Boot Ryan Garcia. He might beat him. So they'll probably. I don't. You see, it's a corrupt sport, man. It's a corrupt.
It really is, man. The good thing the better thing, not the good thing, the better thing with mixed martial arts, at least we get, especially nowadays, the last sort of 3-4 years, if we want to fight as the fans,
you get it.
You get
the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With the boxing now, you know, look now. You see, with Tyson Fury, I know everyone keeps going on about him. How much? Wait there. He's fighting probably like 3 or 4 people in the top 10. You'd think you'll clean up that division by fighting like everybody there, whatever. He's only probably like 2 or 3 people. He's fighting from the top 10, and he's saying he's the best ever. Come on.
Well, no, but it's because all the fights what he's taking, more or less, are no competition to him at the moment.
Brethren, man. I mean, it's cool though. It's cool. I kind of rate what he did. I think it's bad in regards to the fans, but it's like I'm shining like a mar, and I say, yo, Blakey, listen, come boss, where you want 10 mil? Come, you can fight me still. Yeah,
I know.
You might as well.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? I see. You know, you're down. You only got 2 mil in the bank. Yo, just come, boss. I got 10 mil for you. I don't know.
Exactly.
To Zora, one thing I say, every time he's got to world title, try and win a title, he always loses it. But he's made money. He's made money.
Is it. I mean, at what point do you want to? What point do you walk away though? Like,
I think he should have moved now. I think he should go now.
It's is the world not enough? Like, I'd like with AJ, for instance. Like, I think he just needs to fight two more times, maybe three at the most, and the dance should be done.
Yeah.
You see the problem is with these with Tyson Fury and like AJ. You say the problem is that what do they do after boxing?
They
Some
got
people
money.
who have boxed, yeah, I know, but some of them have got boxed, and actually not even boxing, all different types of sport. When you've been doing sport for so many years, and then you stop doing it mentally, you mentally, your body, your head, you just can't cope. You don't know what to do without it.
Okay, Blake. So this is the thing, as many people do. So you don't compete yourself, but what do? You pass your skills and your knowledge down, and you become a coach.
Yeah,
Coach,
100%, 100%. But with some of these boxers, it's the ego and everything. They can't do that.
AJ's not. It's not
Ego.
in his blood. You get what I'm saying, man? He
Yeah.
went doing it for years and years. You know.
But that's another thing. That's another good point, though, Miss, because you don't have that that necessarily that longevity in regards to the process, because most mans it's from they were born 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean they got gloves on and all that kind of thing. Their pops was a boxer, their granddad was all that kind of thing. Now my man's really recently come into this thing. All right, then I've done it like Connor. Connor should have done the dance long time ago, from when that proper 12 money came in, was coming in, and he lost to Khabib. He came back, beat Donald Cerrone. Yeah, man, I'm done. See you later, guys. It's been fun. That would have been it. Yeah. Now he's on a crazy losing streak. He mash up him leg. He's punching up old men in bars. He's got pure flipping speeding ticket business. He's in and out court. He's smashing dollies into moving vehicles and shit. Yeah. He's got sexual allegation charges galore. I think he's got at least 4 of them. Touching up women and all kind of sexual businesses going in. Yeah. His own countrymen. The majority of them are not feeling this guy anymore because of the filth that he's going in. It's like,
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. No one knows how to. Well, people don't know how to cope without doing the sport. It's like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury wants to retire, but he knows mentally if he retires, he's just not going to be the same person. And that's the problem with them. They don't know when to quit and when to stop it.
But Fury is in a good position because at least he's not on a losing record. He is not being punched around the head, and he's gonna have CTE. He potentially might have some CTE because he's gonna get, he's got laid the hell out by Wilder, and rose like the Undertaker.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's gonna have some kind of damage, but at least he's in a position where, look, I haven't taken that kind of damage. I haven't been in those wars like the lighter weights generally are getting to and that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
That's the thing. And these guys, that's how it is, man. You got it in your blood. You just you're right.
Definitely.
A quick question. Just going a bit off the topic of boxing, but back to UFC. As I said, it's 2022. It's been a good year for the UFC, I think, watching it. And I think it's been a good year for Birmingham, UK. What do you think about Leon Edwards this win? What do you think he's done for the sport?
Well, even prior to him winning the strap, and listen, I had a conversation in 2014, and I said, "Yo, Rocky's gonna be the champion,"
Yeah.
I said, and then the improvement, especially after lockdown, he came back. I know there was the eye poke and all that business, but even that was with Bilal Muhammad. Now,
I remember.
Pre that, there's been a wave. There has been a wave, and Renegades has been like instrumental. All of the staff, the team, the fighters out there, the amateurs, the pros, that whole kind of vibe that's going on over there is creating ripples. And then now people, the wider populi, the casuals, has seen that one shot head kick, done the dance. Yeah. They were like, yo, that's Leon from fucking Erdington.
Erdington, yeah.
On the map, yeah.
I knew he was doing the cage fighting thing. No. I knew he was doing the UFC thing rather than calling it mixed martial arts. Yo, yeah, man, I'm going to Renegade. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's ignited a fire in people, and even not necessarily to say, yo, I'm gonna start doing what he's doing now. It's possible. Yo,
Yes.
I've been grinding, making these damn flipping these 3-piece suits or whatever the hell, and like, it hasn't been working for me. I'm staying grinding because Rocky's been doing it, and he's got the championship now. My man's on top of the blood clot world because he's been putting in the work, he's been staying consistent, and he's been doing the thing.
Exactly. Exactly. It just shows you that you should never give up on your dream.
Never.
And at the moment as well, up there, Renegade now, it's hard to get on the mat. That busy. It's that busy up there. It's hard to get on the mat, I'm telling you.
Yes. And you know, look, they moved to that facility just over a year ago and stuff. You know, bigger premises and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tom Breeze, that's Tom Breeze's thing.
Yeah.
Right. I commend everything that's been done there.
Of course, most definitely.
I built with Mark about this just a couple of days after he won, and we was like, you know, and Mark was saying, "Oh, he should do a money fight and get Jorge Masvidal," and I was like, you know what, you know, he doesn't deserve a title fight, and it would be easy money. And I know there's going to be people who are game bred fans saying, "Nah, boss, you talking about? You gave him the free piece and a soda." Yeah. He assaulted Leon in London and was whisked away by private security. You know what I mean? And Leon didn't even say, you know what? I'm gonna press charges on your podcast. Yeah.
I know. He could have.
Exactly. You know what? Listen, I would have done. I would have pressed charges. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'd press charges, just like Colby Covington did. I'd have pressed charges. I said, listen, I'm a paid fighter. I'm a prize fighter. This isn't WWE, and like, you know, this is an unscripted little song that we're doing backstage. This is real thing. If you want to fight me, we sign a contract. We agree a price for our services, and then a venue is booked, and then we fight. I don't fight backstage for free.
Yeah, exactly.
You started your career doing this thing. I didn't. I paid money to go to a gym to be trained and then go through the amateurs to become a professional and to do this here. If you want that shit, you go back to where you was at in Miami doing that on the Kimbo Slice Rising Paradise. You know what I mean? Allow that business, but because Usman is getting some kind of hand surgery or some kind of surgery taking place, probably it's for his knees because he hasn't got very good knees, right? There are talks now of the running man, which I've dubbed him, because he ran from Leon all this time. He ran.
He did.
He didn't say, you know what? You're right. I did come to your hood, quote unquote, even though Leon lives in Brum, and assaulted you. And thankfully, you didn't call the police on me. I'm not facing any charges in the UK for assault, right? So yeah, man, you know what? Rather than me taking a very easy fight with Ben Askren, which is going to catapult my career based upon what happens even further. Because he knows, and everybody knows, that him taking especially back then, was hard. For him to take the fight with Rocky then would have been hard. For him to take it with Rocky now, nah, it's twice as hard.
Yeah.
So luckily, he might squeeze himself into a third championship bout after losing. He's on a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 streak flipping losing streak. This dude, he's a Hey, don't get it twisted. And sorry about the rant, but this.
Nah, it's all.
That's all right,
You're
man.
You
good,
brought
man.
it out, man. You brought it out. Anytime I hear about this running man geezer, Game Bread, that he calls himself, he's the
Yeah.
because he was running for years, man, running for years. But as soon as man gets some money and get a strap around his waist, yo, Leon, yo. Remember when I punched you up? What are you saying?
Okay, no.
I'm about that now, man. I'm
Yeah.
about that, Legal worries are over. I've assaulted someone else with a hood on and a mask over my face, blindsided him from behind because he beat me in a sanctioned. See, this is what I'm saying about the character. So we got to build, man. We got to build on the whole entirety of the thing because this shows the character of a person.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Covington just said, yo, you've got issues with child support. Sort that shit out. Masvidal says, you're talking about my wife and kids and assaulted him.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Is that the truth? If you're not with your baby mama and I'm bridging to you and your baby mama, and your baby mama's coming to me saying, yo, Jorge's making all this motherfucking money and he ain't really paying for his child like that, bridging. And I bring it to you and you're like, oh, that's disrespectful, man. You can't say that. Oh, that's the truth though, Blakey. What are you talking?
I hear you.
I ain't mean disrespectful. I'm telling you the truth, man. Sort that shit out. You're making all this money. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's true.
And he goes around, bust out his teeth.
He's done it all. Even with Usman, I heard Usman. He was in Black Panther, innit?
Yeah, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. He was in Black Panther, weren't he?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think he's gonna go down the acting route. I do.
I mean, you know what? I do like Kamaru Usman. I do like him as a.
Well.
I like him as a outside of his fight. He's in fighting, and I did pick him to beat Tyrone Woodley, as well.
Yeah.
That was a big upset still, but his pace. Tyrone has just slowed the hell down, and I just knew he'd win. And as I say, outside of his fighting, I think he's got a good personality. I like his personality. Opposite to Israel Adesanya. When he first came into the sport, I was sending links to everybody. Oh, no, before he even came into UFC, I was sending links to people saying, "Yo, peep this dude, man. Yo, my man's cool. Watch him. Wait till he comes into the thing." And he was cleaning shop up. He was saying some interesting, coolish kind of things, and then his head just got full of helium and all kind of stuff, and he just starts talking. He's trying to create moments. I get it, and I totally understand what he's trying to do, but he's just trying too damn hard. He's becoming irritating, and his fight style has become so safe because he wants to keep the strap. He's not as exciting anymore, and he says, "Oh, because it's the opponents, Noble, Blakey, it's the opponents, man. If they don't bring it to me, I can't give you the good performances." That don't make no sense. If your tails and heads and tails, above your opponents, you should be able to done the damn dance. 2 rounds, 3 rounds most. You shouldn't go into 5-round potential decisions with people, huh?
Yeah, it's when what it is. It's when you have the title for so long, or so many fights. You start living that. You lose the fighting, like the way you fight.
The passion.
You're only fighting to keep that title. Yeah, the passion's gone. You get what I mean? Yeah, that's what I see from it. It's the different fight. I like all different fight. I like is it MVP?
Yeah, man, MVP is cool still. It's quite one-dimensional, but he's a good. And again, his personality. I thought it was a bit cheesy at first, but watching him and listening to his interviews, especially of late, when I first started watching him in like the mid, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 years ago. It was a bit cheesy with the Pokemon thing and all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? I ain't really that kind of shit, man. I just like real shit, man. I don't like gimmicks. If I want gimmicks, I'll put on SummerSlam 1988, Royal Rumble 91. You know what I'm saying? WWF, not WWE, WWF, Earthquake,
Serious.
man, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man,
Yeah, that's it. That's
all
it.
them sing there, yeah?
Kurt Angle, my
It's the
man.
perfect.
I'm talking before Kurt Angle, brother. Before Kurt Angle. Before
Yeah.
Point the Clown, yeah?
Point the
Tugboats, yeah?
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Demolition, Bushwhackers, Kerry Vickery, the
Tom
perfect.
Bolton.
Oh, yeah,
Big
man.
boss man.
Jeez. Them were the days, man. If I want that shit, I'm going there, man. I want to suspend like my reality and just live in fantasy and shit. I'm going there.
Yeah, for
I'll be honest, guys. You see the UFC. I was watching a bit before, but I haven't watched it lately, man, or whatever. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's all
You're,
good.
you're
I need to
missing.
get back in. I need to get
You're
back into.
missing. Yeah.
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 I need to
It's
get
a
back
hard
into.
sport,
And
man.
you know something, and let me give you all like another ski taste. UFC is cool. Don't get it twisted. This is where it's the biggest proposition in North America. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is missing out on, I would say, better quality event visually, and in some cases, better fight action.
Okay.
And that would be with one championship.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
their names are crazy.
Yeah.
But fucking hell.
Yeah.
Kickboxing, Muay Thai, grappling, and mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Okay.
One championship, yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
And the times as well. The reason why I especially want to promote it, especially heavily in the UK and in Europe, because we don't need to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch it. It normally comes on generally. I mean, now they're doing the Prime thing. They're trying to air it, more towards America. But usually it's on YouTube at like 11 o'clock in the day.
Yeah, you can get all the fights on there. Yeah.
Whole thing, man.
Yeah. Probably check that. I scoop that out, man.
It's worth doing. But as I said to you, combat sports like that, it's not a joke. Seriously, you have to put, the training, what you have to put into stuff like that, it's crazy. And remember, one piece of sweat what drops into your eye, you blink and you're gone. You're gone. 1 minute you can win a fight and you can lose a fight. You can win one fight one day, next day you could lose against the same opponent.
Yes. A slick triangle, a leg lock, a heel hook, you know what I mean? Rear naked shot. There's so many, a spinning elbow, spinning back fist.
You
know what I mean?
You're gone.
Dance done. A nice strong jab down the middle has knocked people out, all right?
Yeah.
Now, man. You see that? That's the thing.
This is the wonders of the thing. Hey guys, we've been building for hours, man. I listen. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Listen, bro, the socials and the links to the podcast, and I'll make sure I put the links below in the description.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So you've got on Instagram, True Sports Podcast. We're on Spotify and all podcast platforms. Give us a look, True Sports Podcast.
You on Twitter as
well? No, we were on Twitter. Actually, we are on Twitter. Actually, it's still there. True Sports Podcast. Yeah, we're on Twitter as well. But need to get more active on it. I haven't been active on it that much, but there's also time. There's more time.
There's time. You see, it's just like I said. There's other events have gone on and all this stuff, so we're gonna get back on it anyway, man.
Yeah, but the following is a lot bigger than it was, and it's doing good numbers. So can't go wrong.
Excellent, man. Much success in the Gregorian year of 2023. Siblings, listeners, squadron. If you've enjoyed the content and you want a bit more, you'll still get some of that CFR sports here. But if you want a slightly different take, definitely check the content. The links will be below in the description. If you've just stumbled across this here, please do leave a 5-star review. If you're on the podcast, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell another friend to jump on the train. And let's get this inner standing, understanding, and all of the rest. Trustfully you enjoyed the entertaining builds. 2023, here we come.